interested in malpractice. There are people also interested. So therefore, and where we not the question has linked about X. Question is that it's not confined to that center. That they have not denied in their counter affidavit. My lord, I have specifically said those documents, they have neither denied the document nor the contents of the document. And in a way, they have accepted that the question linked. But what they say is this did not reach to other stations. That is what their specific reading. To my lord, permit me, I can read it again. In their counter, they say, question might have linked here. It is supposed that it has lived, but it has not reached to the station because there was jammer. Because my all soldiers of examination centers, they are working very smoothly. The specific allegations have been. Law have been breached, and the motto which was prevailing in Patna is also available even at Gaya. लाउड स्पीकर पर बताया जा रहा है कुछ वहाँ लाउड स्पीकर वहाँ 12:30 बजे 4 लड़कियां आती हैं 4:30 12:30 so 4 girls were come. This is the specific allegation. कहते हैं लोग बाथरूम गए थे. Allegation may not ultimately be found to be correct, but there is a substantial material before the commission to hold inquiry by partial body and give us opportunity to read evidence. हुजूर ये जो सुप्रिटेंडेंट का जो रिपोर्ट भेजा है किसी सुप्रिटेंडेंट ने किसी विद्यार्थी जो कंप्लेंट अपना रोल नंबर दिए हुए है उससे बुला के पूछा है कि तुम्हारा कंप्लेंट करेक्ट है कि इनकरेक्ट है तुमने ऐसा लिखा है नो बैठ के टेबल रिपोर्ट हुई 15 दिन के बाद बना दिया एवरीथिंग है right otherwise they will be proceeded. So with that kind of finding and then you take the decision of that this should not be re-examination because the virus has not spread from Patna. CBI or there are 4 IAs I have filed below. I have also pointed out of anybody who investigates whether give opportunity to lead evidence. You have never given the opportunity to lead evidence and then say we should provide the positive evidence to whom I have presented. I have given to you and you ask a report from the superintendent of health without reference to those complaints. You do not deny that complaints have not been received. That's not the denial. Orally, my friend was denying, but counter they have not denied. So, Patna is more strict place to violate the law than the other districts. There are a smaller size supervising the examination in districts, subdivisions, etc. Those are private houses, schools, open places. Here, Bapu Sabhagar has been especially designed very well built building, huge building, specialized building. After filing of the writ application for the superintendent of education, sector superintendent who are themselves involved, we have pleaded in para 8, we have pleaded in para 9, which clauses of SOP has been violated.
Mr. Lalit, one of the communication said that one of the reports said, DM's report, that Bihar School Examination Board officials were there. And the report, the full committee, I mean the commission, the full body of the commission took a decision that some action should be taken against them because they have not done any action.
To see the DM's report is partly in our favor. Kindly see what we are arguing is, it is mentioned in the DM report. DM report is an exception. See, C. My lord will come to DM's report in HSB to their counter affidavit internal page 53. My lord will see two things. The DM report in front of the students. They will be there and then the question paper will be. That has not been followed even according to the DM report. The reason he is giving, but that is contrary to, and then the reason for the student being angry was delays in the examination timing. So therefore, it's not that there was anything planned as was being by outsiders, inclusion of the examining. Lord, one has appeared in the remaining 12 out of them, 13, one did not appear at all. 12 have appeared different centers. Out of them, 2 have qualified. Still, they have made a statement. And third one is from Bapu Swaka. Still, they say we continue to campaign our cause for the examination because there is a issue is being raised by 14. They are bona fidely because out of them, 3 have already qualified. Still, they are harping on the questions that unfair means. We do not want second examination for the purpose that we are a failure. 3 of us have passed, yet we want second examination because that's the requirement of law. We have made a categorical statement. If my lord will please to see my second supplementary affidavit, we have entire community. That is the situation. So the motive being assigned to us that the failure kinds of students, they only raise this kind of issue and filing the lead application, demand the second round of examination. That's not correct. So, all right. So these are the points. कुछ असामाजिक तत्व कहाँ कोई असामाजिक तत्व प्रभावित पाया किए सब तो परीक्षार्थी को किए असामाजिक तत्व परीक्षा संगीत से और एक परीक्षा भवन से बाहर मौजूद था जो कि बाहर से हंगामा करते हुआ कुछ अभ्यर्थियों को गंगाती पर परीक्षा निरस्त होने की घोषणा के दबाव बनाया गया था लेकिन कोई घोषणा नहीं की। जो हमने रिट में लिखा है कि हमारे पास पेन ड्राइव है उसमें बहुत सारा मटेरियल है एट द टाइम ऑफ हियरिंग इनको भी दे देते हैं। अब पिटीशन में हम लिबर्टी लिए हुए हैं कि हम देंगे एट द टाइम ऑफ इनको भी दे दी। I have made a statement in the petition that will file any time.
आपकी मुझे जरा सा पेज 59 में क्या दिया है आपने? पेन ड्राइव में क्या दिया है? पेन ड्राइव में क्या दिया है?
यही देखिए बताइए।
Your Lordship, there is a compilation of certain videos. The
Videos
first,
of what?
yes, Your Lordship. The first one clarifies the issue of normalization. There was a question that fell from your this query had come from your lordship in the first half of the hearing, your lordship. That video clarifies that in fact he had said that.
There is a written document that no normalization.
That has come subsequently, your lordship. But the query that had been raised by your lordship was why was a protest raised at all before the examination itself. So that clarifies. That clarifies. The other pertains to an interview of a student right after the examination from the Bapu Center, your lordship, in which she has specifically stated that for her and in fact all the students in the examination hall, the commencement of the examination, but that also that there was a shortage of papers. So that has been given in the interview, your lordship. Obviously, during the exam.
That video we can't see. कहाँ शूट किया हुआ है, कैसे किया हुआ है?
Interviews.
एक बार देख लिया जाए, कॉन्फिडेंस होगा तो देख लिया जाएगा।
वो तो we can't make use of that.
पेज 59 पर एक पैराग्राफ इनका जो डिसीजन हुआ है, पेज 59 पर इनका डिसीजन जो हुआ है, पेज 59 रोमन 4, हंगामा होने के बावजूद बापू परीक्षा परिषद के ब्लॉक ए और ब्लॉक बी में करीब 5300 विद्यार्थी परीक्षा OMR ऊपर पुस्तिका लौटा सके, लेकिन बहुत सारे विद्यार्थी उपद्रव तत्वों को रोकने के कारण तथा प्रश्न पत्र विलंब से मिलते नहीं के कारण कुछ विद्यार्थी द्वारा एक दूसरे की मदद करते हुए प्रश्नों का हल किया जा रहा था, जिससे परीक्षा सूची प्रभावित हुआ। तब वीडियो पर जब एक रूम से दूसरे रूम में जा सकता है तो वीडियो से छपरा नहीं जा सकता है, वो वीडियो से कलकत्ता नहीं जा सकता है, कहीं जा सकता है। तो they have admitted that the answers were being sent on video from Bapu Sabhagar. They have admitted that answer was confined only to Bapu Sabhagar. सूचना प्रभावित होती है जब internally it was done where your jammer was working. My lord will please to see they say jammer और इंडिया बेसिक से कौन से जैमर आए हैं, तो वहां पर जब जैमर लगा हुआ है और वहां पर जैमर में इंटरनली ऑपरेट हो रहा है, दिस इज द फाइंडिंग ऑफ द कमेटी। देन दे ought to have extended this finding to the whole of Bihar.
रिपोर्ट में ये नहीं है, रिपोर्ट में
no this is the finding,
चैनल पर ऐसा दिखाया जा रहा है।
this is the finding, no this is the finding at page 50. This is the only to Bapu and not to others. This is the finding by them. Now, हंगामा होने का बावजूद कहीं this is the finding जिनसे उपयुक्त वर्ग जिला पदाधिकारी जो निर्वाचन आयोग के समीक्षा के निम्न हो रहे हैं YouTube पर और questions remains. My lord will plead to see. Again, I'm formulating my question. Just within 1 minute. That there are sufficient material on their own reading. That it was a case of at least not an impartial query. Whether the virus has spread to other part of the Bihar of a state where situation is almost not similar. Patna is a better place than the other. So, an inquiry investigation was required to be done. And without doing that, Lord, we have on this finding, we have आइए नंबर
वो सब नहीं अभी जो किया है उसको कल तक दे दीजिए कल तक दे दीजिए फ्रेश the point that we had raised, primarily with respect to the Lord, I'm afraid I'm making the submission, but I have reasons to believe, my Lord, that those things have not really been adequately addressed to by the Commission. We have raised this specifically that preliminary tests could not be conducted on 2 different days for different sets of examination, as that compromises the uniform standard as required to be followed. On that issue, my Lord, I see that there was no effective reply that has been given. As regards the remaining points, my Lord, we had relied on this Tanvi Sarwal judgment, my Lord, so we had demonstrated as to what is the test to examine that. At no point in time, my Lord, we have said that whatever we are submitting, whatever the rebuttal or the reply that has been given by the Commission with respect to the correctness of the questions should be rejected right away. No, they can't. That they can't. Otherwise, it will not be amenable ever to the constitutional scrutiny. My Lord, so this is cannot be. So our attempt restraint has to be observed. Of course, it cannot be done in a casual manner. And but it cannot be any. If there is a scope for a doubt, where the court, my Lord, the honorable courts are convinced. It has to be. The report submitted by one set of experts at the level of the state, my Lord, was accepted by the Honorable High Court there, where the Honorable Supreme Court, after having examined the report submitted by the experts, which were sought to be assailed by the Honorable Apex Court, my Lord, the court agreed that yes, there is some scope for further scrutiny by another set of experts. And those another set of experts, my Lord, they came out with a report, and there, my Lord, the Honorable Court was pleased to ignore the earlier. You saw that judgment, no? We just showed that judgment. The one in DLJ, this court had, one single judge had passed a judgment. Different set of experts. But the division bench, my Lord, had that did not find favor with the division. You've said, I've seen that, my Lord. But that is not conclusive, my Lord, because there are judgments on the facts of the case. Precedents are not to be read in a vacuum. But then, to what extent? Suppose. To the extent, my Lord, to the other expert body also would say something. It is not about expert body. It has to be the doubts that we have been able, my Lord, whatever we are seeking to demonstrate. If they give a blank, decision that this is the answer, all right. But if they give some reason, whether the correctness of reason can be gone into, my Lord, correct. At one point you say that courts are the experts of all experts, and you say that you don't. We have entered into that. We have brought ourselves to a level where the courts themselves declare that we are no experts. And that's the reason. And my Lord, something else. But we have to follow what the judgment says. Other judgments also say, my Lord, something which is to the contrary. So that it is the attending facts. Not in so many words, but they say that you rely ultimately on the opinion of the experts and not on your reading of the text. In this case, my Lord, there is no opinion of experts, my Lord. There is. What they say is that on the basis of the objections, this is the manner in which the objections were dealt with.
However, my lord, I may be permitted, my lord, to make the submission.
Now, all those questions which you pointed out to us, we really wanted to test that.
My lord.
Because if somebody is excluded, like Runa was there, she says that she could miss it. She missed it only by 0.67.
It has a cascading effect, my lord. It has an effect.
Therefore, we could not have shut our eyes to that question. But again, that question we found that the answers could be different. Therefore, one has to rely on the experts' opinions.
My lord, yes. But if there is one question, if there is only one question, my lord, that will have a cascading effect over this entire result, and lot many
Cascading
students.
effect, everything has. If not for the entire examination for that person. But, how it has to be done, that's we quite see that. That's but like what you said, the question that you takes again you have said that takes.
My lord, that reason, my lord, is not tenable. But due respect, my lord, it is patently incorrect.
Even that opium or tea or opium or
my lord, of course. And then there is a doubt about it. What was the chief? As my lord is emphasizing on the expression chief, there was no chief, my lord, so to say, because they say that after this opium was not the only thing. It was silk and tea also. Now the expression that has been used there, it is for subjective understanding of things. Firstly, my lord, my most respectful submission will be that such questions should not be asked in an objective exam.
You're absolutely right.
It is disqualified to be a question in an objective examination.
Against law.
I am speaking on the basis of the judgment of the Supreme Court. My lord, yes. My lord, the High Court in that judgment, my lord, in that case, while relying upon the report of the commission, the experts declined to interfere. The matter reached the Supreme Court interfered because it directed for another expert. It found some force in the arguments as were advanced. If my lord is of the opinion there is no force in our arguments, my lord, we don't really have an option. But if we are able, my lord, in any manner, even remotely, able to create that doubt in the mind of this honorable court, my lord, these rights flow from Article 16(1). My lord, everything happened. Part 3 was not touched. God had observed something was vitiated. So we all got affected by that. More than anything else, my lord, we were affected by the feeling that, I don't know, the extent to which my lords are affected. So those things also weigh in our minds while we are making our submissions, my lord. But these are not some light. One thing is certain, my lord, which is not denied by them, which we have made, the statements made in our affidavits. There was some kind of a mismanagement. Let's not call it corruption.
They say only at Bapu Sabhagar.
It is their report that says only Bapu. They are, my lord, certifying their own action. King John of England. Why? There was some special circumstance existing during that time that you could conduct that test of 4 lakh students at once, and now you will not be in a position to do it again when the doubts and the disputes are of such a nature that they go to the root of the matter and vitiate the entire sanctity of the process of selection. The words that have been used in the orders of the Honorable Supreme Court, my lord, are sanctity,
Purity, sanctity.
purity, sanctity, Article 16. My lord, this was declared, it could not have been suspended even during emergency. These are the rights, my lord, that cannot be touched.
It should not, but it was.
Article 21, my lord, was tinkered with, not Article 16.
ADM Jabalpur was
Article 21. Article 21 and 22 were involved in that, my lord. Article 16 one was not there. I make the statement with a sense of response. Article 16 even then was not touched, my lord.
ADM Jabalpur. Therefore, that includes Article 16 also. We are not on that.
Not at all, my lord, but this is just to emphasize on this issue. It has not been denied. They have conducted 2 tests. It is a matter of record which has been admitted. As regards, my lord, the video recording which was being sought to be shown. My lord, of course, this cannot be allowed. the press conferences and the rest of the things, but the statements which are made in the writ applications, my lord, to the effect that on the day of the preliminary examination on 13/12/2024, due to mismanagement of the commission, the exam could not be conducted successfully, and especially in the examination hall of the petitioner, one of the cases here, my lord, no question paper was served. After some time, a complete scenario of ruckus and mismanagement cropped up, and students claimed that the question paper is
This is for 13/12.
13/12.
So therefore, I mean, they are.
It is about. My lord, the question. May be permitted, my lord, just to bring home a very simple point.
Look, now any argument, even if it is the kind of argument that we have suffered, I mean, any argument would appear very sonorous to us. You're making sense.
अब खत्म किया जाए हुजूर.
हजूर ये परीक्षा खत्म कर दिया जाए, हम लोग खत्म कर जाएंगे. It calls for an interference, my lord. Now, as regards, my lord,
Let's see.
My lord, this one small anecdote from somewhere, my lord.
Yes, please.
Now, contrition, that confession box, and she said, "Father, I did that." The child, now go and collect all those feathers. And my lord, that is why they cannot bring it back.
At least 5 seconds for me to come to it.
But my lord, this I believe, as in this applies to this case. This leakage, this mismanagement by a constitutional body, and the importance that has been
Not quite a professional way of putting
not at all. My lord, now they say that we cannot do it again. Results are published. My lord, we came to this court much before the results were published.
All right.
And my lord, as regards one of the things that justice should not only be done, but should also be seen to be done, my lord. My reply is justice has not been done. Let's forget about should also be seen to be done, or will apply or not apply in the case of the commission. We have been unjustly treated, my lord.
Mr. Giri, you, Mr. Arnav,
Lord, 1 or 2 case law.
अब क्या तो बंद हो गया
One argument नहीं कर रहे. बाकी कर रहे. एक दो और क्वेश्चन.
Case law.
हाँ वो दीजिए ना any
There is no scope for next division bench. There is no scope for next.
No, we have to see. It is this. I mean, we have done this to the exclusion of so many people. There's a special bench after this.
My lord, yes. We are extremely obliged, my lord, for this indulgence and the latitude which was granted, though it was abused by some, my lord, but still.
It doesn't matter. We are used to it.
My lord,
At times.
Not by Patna bar.
No. Not at all.
Deeply obliged.
सर एक सर तो पूछे ना, ऑनरेबल कोर्ट तो पूछे।